Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we explore the hidden treasures of everyday currency. Today we embark on a fascinating journey into the world of the 2 pence coin, specifically the 2005 edition. This episode will take you deep into the coin's creation, its design, its minting process, and the cultural and historical context that surrounds it. To understand the true value and significance of the 2005 2 pence coin, we must first look back at the origins of the decimalization of British currency, which took place in 1971. Before this change, Britain used a system based on pounds, shillings, and pence, with 12 pence to the shilling and 20 shillings to the pound. The transition to a decimal system simplified the currency and made it more accessible for trade and everyday transactions. As a result, new coins were introduced, including the 2 pence coin. The first 2 pence coins were minted in 1971 and made from bronze with a distinct reverse design featuring the badge of the Prince of Wales, which includes a plume of 3 ostrich feathers within a coronet, and the motto, Ich dien, which means I serve in German. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, a talented artist and coin designer who played a major role in shaping the modern coinage of Britain. His work on the 2 pence coin became an iconic representation of the era. As we move forward to the year 2005, we find ourselves at a time when the Royal Mint had undergone significant technological advancements in coin production. The 2005 2 pence coin still used the original reverse design by Ironside, maintaining a sense of continuity and tradition. However, what makes the 2005 edition particularly interesting is its position in the timeline just before a major change in the composition of the coin itself. Originally, the 2 pence coins were made of bronze, a mixture of copper, tin, and zinc, but due to rising metal prices, the Royal Mint decided to switch to copper-plated steel in 1992, despite the switch. Older coins remained in circulation, which means that by 2005, you could still find both bronze and copper-plated steel coins in everyday use. The 2005 coin was made entirely of copper-plated steel, which gave it a slightly different weight and magnetic property compared to the earlier bronze coins. This change in metal also had implications for collectors and numismatists, who began to pay closer attention to the material composition of the coins they collected. Now let us explore the obverse of the coin, the side bearing the image of the reigning monarch in 2005. This was Queen Elizabeth II. Her portrait on the coin was created by Ian Rank Broadley and had been in use since 1998. Rank Broadley's design was notable for its realism and the sense of dignity it conveyed. It showed the Queen wearing the tiara of King George IV and was intended to reflect her maturity and grace as a long-serving monarch. This portrait remained in use until 2015 and is considered one of the more respected images of Her Majesty in British coinage. With both sides of the coin understood, we can now delve into the minting process itself. The Royal Mint, located in Llantrisant, South Wales, had become a world leader in the production of high-quality currency using both traditional craftsmanship and cutting-edge technology to produce millions of coins each year. The process for minting a 2 pence coin involved blanking, annealing, upsetting, and striking the coin. Blanks were first punched from large sheets of copper-plated steel, then softened in an annealing furnace, before being washed and dried. Next, they passed through an upsetting mill, which raised the edges of the blanks to prepare them for striking. Finally, the blanks were fed into presses where dies struck the obverse and reverse designs into the metal at high pressure, creating the finished coin. It is important to note that while the 2 pence coin is often seen as a low-value piece of change, it holds a rich place in British culture and commerce for many people, especially collectors. The 2005 2 pence coin is part of a story that spans over 5 decades, reflecting changes in politics, economics, and technology. The coin represents more than its face value. It is a record of national identity and a tool of everyday life. Let us now examine the economic context of the mid-2000s in the United Kingdom. At this time, the economy was relatively strong with low unemployment and steady growth. However, concerns about inflation and the cost of raw Materials including copper began to influence decisions at the Royal Mint and other mints around the world by transitioning to cheaper materials like steel. The mint was able to reduce production costs without removing coins from circulation. This balance between economy and tradition is a recurring theme in coin history, and the 2005 2-pence coin is a perfect example of this strategy in action. Moving on to public perception, we find that the 2-pence coin holds a unique place in the hearts of the British people. While some see it as mere pocket change, others recall fond memories of childhood coin collections, games like penny pushers at arcades, and the simple joy of finding a shiny coin on the street. These associations make the coin more than just a monetary object. It becomes a part of personal and collective memory. In terms of collectability, the 2005 2-pence coin is not considered rare in the traditional sense, as millions were minted for general circulation. However, the condition of the coin, its luster, lack of wear, and overall presentation can greatly affect its desirability among collectors. Those found in uncirculated condition or included in official Royal Mint sets can fetch higher prices in numismatic markets, especially if accompanied by certification or documentation. Let us now turn our attention to potential errors and variants in the 2005 2-pence coin. While most coins were struck correctly, a small number may contain minting errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or double images. These anomalies occur infrequently, but are highly prized by collectors due to their uniqueness. Such error coins often attract considerable interest in auctions and among specialists who track and document every known variation. As we near the midpoint of our exploration, we can reflect on the significance of this modest coin. Its value may be small in monetary terms, but its story is vast, intricate, and deeply connected to the evolution of modern Britain, from the design legacy of Christopher Ironside to the economic challenges faced by the Royal Mint to the quiet role this coin plays in daily commerce and memory. The 2005 2-pence coin stands as a symbol of continuity and change. In the second half of this documentary, we will take a closer look at how coins like the 2-pence are handled by collectors, what grading standards apply, how market trends evolve, and what makes one year more desirable than another. We will also examine the influence of public campaigns, such as the Save Our Coppers movement, and what the future might hold for the smallest denominations of British currency. Stay tuned as we continue this deep dive into the world of the 2-pence coin and uncover even more layers of history, artistry, and value that lie beneath its copper-plated surface. The story of the 2-pence coin also intersects with efforts to educate the public about currency literacy schools across the UK. Use coins to teach children about money values, arithmetic, and budgeting, and the 2-pence coin, with its round shape, bold number, and copper color, is often one of the first coins children learn to identify. This educational role is another reason why the coin has remained relevant long after other low-value denominations in other countries were removed from circulation. Returning to the year 2005, we can place this coin within the broader context of British coinage history. At this time, the nation was still using the traditional pre-2008 reverse designs, which would soon be replaced by the Royal Shield series introduced in 2008, that redesign dramatically altered the visual identity of British coins, unifying them under a single thematic concept of a segmented shield spread across multiple denominations. The 2005 2-pence coin therefore marks one of the final years of the original design, and for that reason, it holds historical interest as part of the final chapter of a classic British aesthetic. Additionally, the coin carries with it the image of Queen Elizabeth II in a period of mature stability she had celebrated her Golden Jubilee just 3 years earlier and was widely respected both at home and internationally. The Ian Rank Broadley portrait reflects that regal poise and was part of nearly every coin minted in the UK. During that time, it stands in contrast to earlier portraits from her youth, and the later portrait introduced by Jody Clark in 2015. This progression of portraits allows us to track not only the passing of time, but also the evolving image of monarchy in Britain. In more recent years, the conversation around coinage has included sustainability, accessibility, and cost efficiency. Modern mints are constantly researching ways to produce currency that is secure, easy to identify, and affordable for taxpayers. The 2-pence coin has survived these discussions due to its continued use in commerce, especially in pricing strategies where prices often end in 99 pence, keeping low-denomination coins in daily circulation relevant and useful. From a design standpoint, the 2-pence coin has also been praised for its simplicity and legibility. The clear number, the elegant script of the words 2 pence, and the historical badge on the reverse create a balanced and dignified appearance. Unlike the overly complex or stylized coins seen in other countries, the 2-pence coin remains clear, accessible, and functional in its design, appealing both to the public and to professional designers as a model of successful coinage design. As we begin to bring our documentary to a close, it is worth reflecting on what the 2005 2-pence coin represents. It is a reminder of a specific moment in time, a bridge between old and new traditions, a product of both craftsmanship and mass production, and a piece of metal that carries far more meaning than its small face value would suggest. For some, it may simply be change in a pocket, but for others, it is a historical artifact, a collector's item, a teaching tool, or a piece of their personal story. Coins like the 2-pence carry the legacy of a nation and the story of its people, their values, their monarchy, their economy, and their daily lives, from the metal it's made of to the image it bears. The 2005 2-pence coin offers a deep and fascinating insight into the United Kingdom of the early 21st century, and it is our privilege to tell its story in full